side, they'll kind of like curl up like they're in fetal position, and you don't want that because you want them to be like lined up from like hip to shoulder here. So sometimes I'll just ask them to like move their head and shoulder back towards me to line this up so they're not like curved up in fetal position. Generally, I'll have them keep their bottom leg straight and bend their top leg. Okay, and then they have that support. You can put a bolster here, or a pillow or something for extra support under their knees. So lift your knee up here and just rest that there. And then that gives them a little, that kind of helps align the hip here. The more you can actually kind of make this a straight line, the more comfortable it will be for them. So if you have like a nice thick bolster or pillow to put under their leg here, that would be really great, especially if they're pregnant. So then I have them undrape their top, like I just pull their top arm out and start here, okay? You can pull the blanket down. I'll show you an easy way to drape the back. Do you have a pillowcase?
I have one right here.
So you can take a pillowcase and fold it in half this way and tuck it in the sheet here and then fold it over, and that'll keep the sheet out of the way. You can tuck it into their underwear or pants or whatever too, or just tuck it down here like under their hip. So there, all that's out of the way. Their arms holding it here, their back is draped. So when I'm massaging, this is really, really great for somebody who has really tight pecs or they have a lot of tension in between their shoulder blades, because look at the movement that you can get. You can't do that when they're face up or face down. Like, so you have all this range that you can work in. And so I really like being able to do that. So to loosen up their shoulder area and their neck, if they have a really tight neck, this is a really great way to work right up the edge of that.
Ooh.
Does that feel okay there? Okay.
She's like, don't stop ever.
So you can just kind of like feel for that sternum and be below the clavicle. Pull up so you're stretching the pec muscles. And you can see all this stretch, this nice long stretch we get in the pecs.
And are you pinning her hips still?
I'm holding her arm right here.
Oh.
So she does have some stability here, so she doesn't feel like she's gonna just fall over. So there's a lot going on here, like we're stretching her pecs, we're giving her a little bit of spinal twist and stabilizing her hips here. Then you can work down the neck, all the way to the occipital. Then you can work back here around the scapula. And you can really get in under the scapula back here. You can use your fingers or your thumbs. Does that feel okay? If I work too deep, let me know. Alright, and then one way that I really like to work the back whenever somebody's having a lot of low back pain, get a stool. I sit down and then just you make a triangle, and then you use your thumbs to push into like just below. You're pushing like between the spine and the erectors, and you're kind of like lifting up. So you come just off the spine into the erectors and lift up. And you go all the way up the spine.
Oh my God.
You feel for some really tight areas.
Jana, does that feel amazing? She's asleep.
So you can go like up and down and back up, and that would be kind of like a full sequence there. Can you tell this spots that are like a lot more tight? Yeah, usually when you hit those really, really tight areas, your fingers will just kind of like it'll roll. It'll
Yeah.
like really bad. Like it'll be really ropey. So sometimes I'll sit on the table if I want to stretch out their pecs a little more and put my body like against their low back so that way they have support. And then I'll just kind of like, I can rotate their arm and work in the shoulder. Relax your arm there. I can check their range and see if it feels stuck anywhere. And we can really stretch the pec and get a nice spinal rotation here too. Just lean back.
That looks
feel
awesome.
alright? Yeah. Is it too much? No. Okay. So take a deep breath in. And exhale and stretch on the exhale. Okay. So then you can just, come back here, work that neck, here, work through there, work on the back. So that's just a really easy, like, upper body side lying thing that you can do. So, and since her neck was, like, really tight on this side, I thought maybe that would be a good time to just show you guys a little bit.
And that loosened everything up.
How's it feel now? Does it feel really tender still? No, it feels a lot less tender. Yeah, this is a really great way to work into that supra also.